And you start out, of course, with an empty pan and a spoon. That's all you need. My cooking classes are a little bit more difficult than this. But cheddar cheese, and I use extra sharp. I think Dan does too. Scallions that have been minced. And we have our Monterey Jack cheese. And we have our green olives, stuffed green olives. This is such a simple recipe, I didn't need an apron. And our black olives that have been chopped. And we'll put a little mayonnaise. Now you may use light mayonnaise if you want to lighten it up, not as many calories. One time I was doing a demo for 300 people, women in the Chamber of Commerce, and I was making a shrimp paste, and it had canned shrimp in it. And it had, of course, sharp cheese and onions and a lot of other things. You really couldn't tell the shrimp was canned. So I told all these 300 women about it, and the next day I needed some shrimp. I went to every grocery in town, could not find any canned shrimp. I'll add a little Tabasco, and you know, I would put a little, the people that come to my cooking class know that I put vanilla in everything, just about. I am not going to put any vanilla in this. You'll be surprised. This is a shake or two of Tabasco, and you just stir it up. And it's actually better if you make it the day before and let it melt the flavors. Oops, I'm going to be like Julia Childs and say oops when something bad happens. And it does occasionally with teaching cooking classes. One day I'll never forget, I was going to Viking to teach my first class there. It was about 9 years ago. And I was rushing around to try to get ready to go. It was time to get off. And I was looking for my duct tape, I had no duct tape, and I was looking for my scissors. Couldn't find my scissors, so I just ripped it with my teeth. Well, don't do that. I broke my front tooth off and had to leave, did not have time to go to my wonderful dentist. And Bill comes down before he went to the hospital, and he said, "Danny, you could try out for Sweet Home Alabama." Well, I just broke my neck trying to get to Franklin, to Viking, and I walked in. They'd never seen me before. So I was talking. And about 3 minutes into the presentation, I said, "Y'all, I do not always look like this." And they, of course, had figured out that my front tooth was broken. And it certainly showed. But they invited me back. But I'll tell you what happened the second time I went back. It was unbelievable. We were having a pork tenderloin with a blackberry cinnamon sauce. And so I turned around to the sink. You know, they have beautiful kitchens and wonderful audience space. And I was opening my pork tenderloin, and you know how slippery they are coming out of the fry pan? Well, one of those pork tenderloins shot to the side and came down into the garbage disposal. Everybody had a stroke. We're laughing, and my daughter-in-law was helping me, and I couldn't get my big old hand down in there to get it out, and I had to have that piece of meat. She got it out for me, and I washed it off really good, and I said, "Now, y'all, this is going to cook, and it'll be perfectly fine, so just don't worry about it." Well, they invited me back. Now, I didn't have any more photons. never know when you're going to have a faux pas when you're teaching a cooking class, and you just have to go on with it.